we just got some crazy new Poppy Playtime news, including the long-awaited Pianosaurus plush, or just merch. Yes, we finally got a plushie for Pianosaurus, and it's a lot more cooler than just an ordinary plushie, which of course we're going to talk about later in the video. A potential brand new 8-bit Poppy Playtime game, which is like not confirmed or anything like that, but we will also go more into that later into the video, including some brand new book news, other type of merch news, and a whole bunch more. So without further ado, let's just go hop into the video and start off with all the brand new merch, starting off with, of course, the brand new Pianosaurus plushie. So the brand new Pianosaurus plushie is right now up for pre-order on the official Poppy Playtime store, which you could of course go to with the link in the description. And if you use that link, it is my affiliate link. And of course, when you buy stuff, it will help support me. It doesn't give you any bonus or anything like that. It just helps support me as a creator if you go and use that link. But as you guys can see, it costs $32 and it's the interactive Pianosaurus plush pillow. We all thought that this is of course going to be an April Fool's joke, because on April Fool's they went and actually announced it by showing the plush image, saying that it plays music, it lights up. Like it seemed like it was so cool, even though the photo says totally not April Fool's. Maybe I don't know. But I had a feeling that it also wasn't going to be an April Fool's joke, because they had an actual product versus like a fake rendered and stuff like that. And lo and behold, it actually came out like 2 days ago. They actually went and fully released the plush here. It's sadly not a full Pianosaurus plush, but it is really cool still. It is a plush pillow, which is just his head. Kind of funny because what's all was left after he got eaten up by Doughy. But like, it still looks really cool. The plush has like keypads. You guys can see it's all embroidery, no printing, nothing like that, making the plush look really nice and high quality. And you guys can see it also glows, not really glows in the dark, but each of the mouths have kind of like a piano key. If you go and click it, I think it plays either a piano sound or Pianosaurus's theme song, which I have a feeling it's just going to be Pianosaurus's theme song. But he does have little lights under his like the cushion of the pillow, even though it would have been really cool if they had different colors. It looks like here it's just gonna be just red, but if they had like different colors like blue, green, purple, all the different ones that we actually see Pianosaurus have, it would be really cool if that was actually in the pillow. But we can't get everything. But still, it plays music and it looks really cool. And they also have this funny little gif of Yarnaby playing on Pianosaurus. But also it helps you for whoever has the Yarnaby plush, or if you saw my Yarnaby plush video review, which you definitely should, it's a pretty good one, you could definitely see how big the plush or pillow should be. Also, I did go and order this plushie, if you guys were wondering. So yes, the second I do get it in, I will be doing a full review on it. So don't forget to go and subscribe and stay tuned for that, because like I said, I will be doing a review on this plush when I get it in. But going on to other merch, the Poppy Playtime pop-up store did actually go and release some more merch, which is sadly exclusive to Japan, but I still have to go and show it. Some of them here is some brand new socks, of course. We got some Huggy Wuggy socks, some Catnap sock, also some Smiling Critter ones with just showing Dog Day, Hoppy Hopscotch, and Catnap, with also some Kissy Machine Huggy Wuggy socks. We got other types of shirts here which still look really cool, saying I'll hug you till you pop, just Huggy Wuggy, and then Power the Future, showing Huggy Wuggy and some like power puzzles. But yeah, there's some pretty cool shirts. I think these are made for kids, so they look pretty small. So like, hopefully these designs come out in a later date. And I'm gonna mention it only here once for a few seconds, because it is part of the news, even though I don't really want to talk about it, but they are making Poppy Playtime underwear. Yeah, let's just forget that as a thing. But moving on to other better news, the Japan pop-up shop. I know this is not English at all, but they're technically just releasing a brand new pop-up shop. And also, this is one of the new merch here, being a Doughy like phone case, but it looks really cool. I do love that Doughy design of like the actual Play-Doh just going around Doughy, then in his mouth is this Poppy Playtime 4. I do think that's a really cool design. But like I did say, they did open up a brand new Poppy Playtime pop-up store in Japan, I think, or this is the location here, you guys can see. I sadly do not know where it is, but it is really cool to see them opening more pop-up shops overseas, even though it would be really cool if they could do that over here. But we can see some of the images of the stores. It's having none of the new merch. Well, they have like the new merch, but nothing like really new that we haven't talked about before. Just merch that we've already seen, and also cardboard cutouts, and of course photos that we've already seen before. But moving on to one of the last bits of merch news, Youtooz News went and revealed or showed all Youtooz's latest updates and news of all the new merch they'll be making. They had a full on list of lots of different things, even lots of the games that we talk about on this channel, like Five Nights at Freddy's and Doors. But right now, this is not a Five Nights at Freddy's or Doors news video. Of course, this is a Poppy news video, so I'm going to be talking about this one right here. This is Poppy Playtime. It says here, there will be a new wave, including Doughy. So yes, we do know we will be finally getting a new wave of Poppy Playtime merch from Youtooz. Don't know if it's going to be plushies or figures. I really do hope it's going to be figures. And all we do know is that they will be including Doughy because, like, you know, he's like the main character of chapter 4. So it's really cool to actually see that happen. Also, when editing this video, I just found out that Culturefly is also releasing a brand new set of Smiling Critter mystery minis, being Poppy Playtime Smiling Critters Tiny Mighty minifigures 3-pack case of 16, showing around the same little like TV case that they did have or had in like the other one, but now like it's just the Smiling Critter figures, but they're like, I guess, really small, and I guess it comes with 3 of them in each pack, but like their hands just look very awkward, and like the molding isn't bad. I don't really hate them. It's just that they're not really colored in. It's just their own color, and it's just the molding, which is definitely interesting. But what's I think more interesting is that these are only like what 2 inches tall, and also that it ships in October. So these are not going to be coming out anytime soon, but it's really interesting to see that these are a thing that's probably going to happen. But now moving on to a little bit more of the merch and leaving the merch side of things, we just got ourselves a very first look or news on the very next Poppy Playtime book. Yes, we only had one book, and it was the Orientation Notebook, which I of course already did a full entire video talking and breaking down, and it was very good for the Poppy Playtime lore and bringing new fans into the Poppy Playtime franchise. But thanks to Huggy Wuggy, or the real Huggy Wuggy on Twitter, we can actually see that on Scholastic, they kind of, this is not really a leak at all. This is literally just I guess just giving us a little update or posting a page for it. It's called Poppy Playtime YA #1. So like the YA must stand for something, and it's #1. We do know, like in this past news video here, that they were making a new partnership and deal book, meaning we're getting a whole bunch of brand new books. So this could be a brand new book series if this is the very first book in it. So yeah, the sad part is it's going to be releasing in January 6th, 2026. So yeah, we have a little over a year away, but like, yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, it just talks about Poppy Playtime's description, but it says here, from the minds of the Poppy Playtime comes this original young adult horror novel that is sure to change the way you look at toys. Based off the hit video game, perfect for fans of Bendy and Five Nights at Freddy's. Then it goes and just talks about Poppy Playtime, about, you know, the mystery accident, Playtime Code's been abandoned. It kind of just talks about literally the game itself. I don't think it's talking about anything about the actual book. But I would like to think that this book is going to be like a part 1 of multiple, because of course the number there being 1. Sadly, I do not know what Y and A means. Maybe it's like young adult, I'm assuming, because it did say young adult horror. So it would make sense that it is. But also one thing I like to mention is if you go to Target, they also do have this exact copy and exact one showing that it will cost $13, also having the exact same date. So yeah, I thought that was like really cool to go and mention. But yeah, you can also go and pre-order on Target if you're really interested. And also the creator of this book, the author, is actually the same author that made like the Five Nights at Freddy's Return to the Pit interactive book, and also like almost every single Bendy book. So like, yeah, I definitely do think this book is going to be pretty good. But now moving on to the last little bit of news to this video. On the recent LinkedIn post on Mob Entertainment, they did this at least over 2 weeks ago. They posted a whole link looking for new jobs and people to work for like a new game, so like that. They're not accepting anyone right now at the moment, but about the job goes and actually tells us about this brand new mystery 8-bit game that they might be working on. They talk about how Mob Entertainment is starting up home stuff and about the Poppy Playtime and how popular it is. But it says here, Mob Entertainment is seeking a highly skilled mid to senior level composer to create a retro-inspired soundtrack for an upcoming project. This contract position is ideal for a composer who understands game music from the 90s era, can create a chip synthic, I have no idea how to even pronounce that, but inspired tracks for to both feel nostalgic and fresh, and can adapt to the unique sonic identity of the Poppy Playtime universe. So yes, if you go and actually read this, since there is a lot to read, it seems like they're trying to make a brand new 8-bit Poppy Playtime game. Of course, saying that they're trying to find music soundtrack, or trying to make someone to help with music design for these 90s era Poppy Playtime game, which is of course meant to be a more, we say 8-bit because it's more that 90s era and like the original Sonic and all that type. And they did say retro, so we could be finally getting ourselves a retro Poppy Playtime game, which would be really cool if this is like an in-game game in the universe. universe. Like imagine in the Poppy universe, this is a real game and now we're actually playing it. That would be really cool. But of course, you can see more descriptions about what they're trying to actually find for this. So like, first of all, this is very cool to hear that they're working on more things just beside the Poppy, which we did kind of already knew that in this video. We did talk about that, but seeing this actually happening is like really cool. Also, this is like a 8-bit Huggy I guess found on the internet. I found no one connected to it, so I can't really give credits, but if someone does know, you could definitely go and let me know in the comments below. But for the last little bit of news, I think Fortnite had like a survey or something like that, and for the March 2025 Fortnite survey, I don't know if this person did do it or something like that, but in part of the gaming, they did mention Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 for some reason, but like, I have no idea what this could possibly even mean, but like, I don't know if this is even a fan survey or not, but I just wanted to go and mention it just because like, I saw it on Twitter and I saw other content creators even mentioning it. So like, that's interesting. But yeah, that's me it for this video. You guys can let me know in the comments below what you guys do think about all the brand new Poppy Playtime news. What do you guys do think about all the brand new merch and a brand new potential 8-bit Poppy Playtime game? You can let me know all that in the comments below. And don't forget to watch this news video here to stay up to date on Poppy Playtime news. And of course, this video here to stay up to date on merch news.